Play a clip.
By the way, new name for the Dabbleverse. Would you like to know what it is?
What?
The Tattleverse.
Ew.
Because everyone in the Dabbleverse.
Now, there's one guy who's told the police about something someone else done in the Dabbleverse, as far as I know. And it's Geno Bisconte. Geno Bisconte is the one who told the cops in detail everything that Aaron did. It's why he's going to jail. But so of course it makes sense that Geno is on a stream recently, you know, reflecting on the Aaron Imholt situation from last week. That Geno's on a stream saying, God, these guys are tattletales. God, these guys are tattletales. Geno, who broke and entered into the former Compound Media studio illegally. Geno, who stole Schizo Sean's ID and took a photo of it and put it out. These are actual crimes. These are actual crimes.
Just sits there. They're like that. I'm going to tell you're all.
Yes.
You're all. And by the way,
you could say it.
Yeah. Oh, you could say it. This.
We're trying to preserve this channel or not.
Now, I don't know who this guy is, but what a loser. No idea who this other guy is, but imagine sitting there drinking alcohol out of cappuccino cups, out of little espresso cups with Geno. The culture in this room.
In the world that fucking will sit there and wait for their husband to choose them over the woman he's fucking in their guest house while 5 kids are being neglected, so much so that one does cocaine.
I know what you're thinking. Is this a clip from last year? No. No. Whatever's happened, I'm not even quite sure. Either Nick or Kayla, and I don't know which one and what the context is and why, but whatever it is has taken over Geno's brain. You know, what Geno's saying out loud right now is, I can't believe that Kayla would put up with Nick running next door in fucking April. What I can't believe Keanu would put up with is Geno being so hung up on Kayla for over a year. Geno has talked about masturbating to Kayla. Geno has talked about waiting till their children are of age and then masturbating to their OnlyFans. Geno's obsessed with Kayla. Geno's obsessed with this bitch. I don't know why. But Moody said it, I think, like, he's just as broken up about this as he is Fauci. Like, this is his new Fauci. He can't stop screaming about her. Doesn't even make sense. Like, what did anybody do to you? This is crazy.
Anyone is a cunt, a slob, and a whore. Anyone. I don't care if you live in fucking any blue state, especially one we're going to talk about, that is so pathetic. Everyone's like, oh, we got steel toe. You know who woke up today with all the criminal charges? You know, everyone in their life, anyone in Minnesota that's been charged with any crime in their life, including having drugs in the house and guns with children, whoever that.
Now again, I don't know who this other guy is, but he looks like a relatively, like, just normal guy. What's he doing there? What's he doing putting up with this? Again, I don't know the guy from shit, but is this Garrett and or Steve? I don't even know. Is this like a former compound partner of Geno's? What's making this guy go like, I need Geno Bisconte. I need to hang out with Geno. I need to be around Geno. Geno makes me look cool.
That may be, you're still pieces of shit who have to raise as many kids as you have. And who knows, maybe in fucking do the math, 9 and 9 is 18. We'll be on this computer, I ain't leaving New York, jerking off to the poor children. And you can keep.
Anthony Cumia. You know, we have a lot of fun over here. We joke around a lot. I know from stories about you that you just hate confrontation. You don't really want to do like the business part of like firing people and stuff. How could you let this go on? How could you let this go on for so long? I mean, how could you just watch this day in and day out? And again, I get it. You walk across the street, you drink after the shows. How could you keep paying this guy what we assume is $50,000 a year? How long? I mean, like, just watch it. This is like, this guy cannot speak. He's an emotional bitch. I know he apologized. But just like man to man, like years. This went on for years. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, was it worth it?
So here's my question, Keanu. Watch us make the prediction. Does Melton have any more use for that piece of shit or whoever he's married to or whatever anymore?
Do I have any more use to that piece of shit I'm married to anymore? Huh?
Melton's going to be really upset when probably he's no longer allowed to talk about Toe.
Oh no.
Keanu. Don't try to do any more legal analysis, okay? I don't know what's more rotten. Your asshole or your husband's brain. But neither one of you are qualified to comment on what's going on because neither one of you have a fucking clue what's going on. Melton's going to be really upset when he's not allowed to talk about Toe. Let's just say you know what you're talking about. I won't. I'll move on. The internet's full of idiots. Have you seen KB? Lady KB, not man KB. He's pretty sharp. If the world and planets aligned and there was something that prevented me from talking about Aaron, so be it. So be it. Is a difference between you and I. I'll move on to something else and make that entertaining and good. There's 900 other people covering Steel Toe. The legacy will live on. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen because, number one, there's nothing in the current HRO that prohibits me from talking about Aaron, despite you and your stupid husband driving around in a Fred Flintstone-covered shitmobile, talking to each other while you drive, alluding to the fact that there is something that I should be careful of preventing me from talking about Aaron. So that's not even happening. You don't know what you're talking about. You guys are dumber than dog shit. And I mean that respectfully. I really do. I think Melty's going to be pretty upset when he can't talk about the Toe anymore. How's that going to happen, whore? How's that going to happen? There are 2 things in this universe that are guaranteed. 4 things. Death, taxes, me being able to talk about Toe, and your asshole pictures being searchable for life. Everyone set a calendar alert from a year from now. Remind me. Tell it. Tell your Alexas, tell your Siris, tell your friends. Make a calendar reminder for a year from now. Can Melton still talk about toe? And can I still Google and view Keanu masturbating for no money? Both of those things will still be available. You stupid bitch. Can my husband finish a sentence? Put that in your calendar. He's 58. He's turning 58. He's right on the cusp of dementia. Imagine Geno Bisconte with dementia. It's going to sound a lot like Geno Bisconte without dementia. This is just what's happening. This is just what's occurring.
I don't know whether he is or isn't, but do you understand?
I would say it's
what is it? Watch this. I don't know if I've made it clear enough. Melton's great at what he does. I would just
Whoa!
Oh, hi, Mark.
never want to be him. But now that Melton,
I don't think Melton needs.
I don't think Melton needs Ricada or his wife. And you can call his wife whatever you want. But I'll tell you, anyone's wife who has 5 kids with their husband and lets one of their kids do drugs.
And he's back. And he's back. I think Melton's good at what he does, but let me just say this. Kayla Ricada, 5 kids, cocaine, guns, Kayla Ricada, and Nick Ricada, and another thing, and if I were, and I'll tell you this. Huh? What must that feel like? What must it feel like for within 1 week your former boss to apologize to the internet for not recognizing your lack of talent, and you going on your stream and saying that the guy who got your boss to apologize for you has talent? What's that feel like? What's that turnaround like? And I don't know if anybody saw this, but on MLC, he was like, nah, Cumia didn't apologize for me. Could somebody cut those two things together? Cumia apologizing live in our chat and him saying it didn't happen? Right.
While they're waiting for their husband to stop fucking another woman in their guest house is a cunt slob whore.
Now, again, this is Geno, who several people openly have told stories that it was known that Keanu would cheat on Geno for cocaine at comedy clubs. Whether or not that's still happening, whether or not it's happened since they've been married, fair enough. But it was like a joke around Compound Media about how much Keanu cheated on Geno for cocaine. But he's going to wag his finger at the polycule. Right.
But I'll ask you.
The difference is April and Nick did it for love. Your wife spread her asshole to snort cocaine. That's crazy.
And this is completely aside from whoever I'm talking. What do you think happens with Melton now and Nick Ricada?
I don't know. They fuck each other.
What? Whoa! Comedy, baby.
You can call me Nannerpuss.
I think they already did that. Have you,
No.
Ricada's
That's
a gross.
physically impossible.
Oh my God. And by the way, while I'm watching the Melton clip. I'll admit it. I don't mind. And I'm calling Nick gross looking, and they zoom in on me, and he blurs it, and I look at me.
Oh, yeah, the patented Melton zoom and blur. Is that it? Geno's saying I zoomed in on him and then blurred it. Uh-huh.
And I'm like, and you know me, honey. I'm like, I don't look that bad. And people are like, oh, it's so cute. You zoomed in on Geno.
I mean, imagine bringing that up. You bringing it up lets us know that it made you feel something. It lets us know that it made you emotional. If I come on and I go like, they were looking at me zoomed in the other day on some show, and it didn't even bother me, and I look good. Oh, thanks for mentioning it?
It looks terrible. I'm like, you say so. I'm like, I like how I look there. I'm telling you.
Even with it blurred? Even when I blurred it? How would I even do that? He zoomed in on me and blurred it. What?
You know, I'm going to be 57 in about 2 months.
Oof.
I will live long enough to see one of someone's children turn 18 in 8-9 years, and I will be on that OnlyFans. I will.
Talk when he's talking.
So, Keanu just got done telling you that I said disgusting things about Aaron's children. I said something very similar to what Geno just said. Like, once they're 18, all bets are off, right? Like, that was the whole sentiment and joke. But Geno just said it, but he's not disgusting. He's marriage material. Geno's also said that he jerks off to Kayla's picture and still has it. But he says that she's a disgusting whore slob, which means Geno likes to come looking at disgusting whore slobs, which makes a lot of sense when you think about Keanu. Occam's razor.
I will. I'm sorry, what?
I
Really? Are you going to say interrupt everyone? We don't want him to drink for a year, and the judge is like, grow up.
Yeah.
You lose. You can't drink for 5 years. 1 year for each of your kids, you fucking weird-nosed fucking dope head. And
Now, again, what did Nick and Kayla do to him? Why is he so broken about this? He's like, he cannot stop ranting about Kayla and Nick. He can't stop. What did they do to him? Oh, okay, hold on. Who are these podcasts? I just texted you Geno calling Anthony disloyal. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Carl, we'll see you this weekend in Vegas, buddy. I know the joke's on me. Everybody knows about the thing except me, right? Here's Geno calling Anthony a disloyal fuck. Oh boy. This is a Misery Loves Clamps joint.
Compound Media. Get out.
if it was compound media, Anthony would be shitting on me like an 8th grade disloyal fuck.
Whoa. Anyway, Ryan, thank you for the one.
If it was compound media, Anthony would be shitting on me like an 8th grade disloyal fuck.
Compound Media. Get out.
If it was compound media, Anthony would be shitting on me like an 8th grade disloyal fuck.
Whoa. Anyway, Ryan, thank you for the 199.
If it was compound media, Anthony would be shitting on me like an 8th grade disloyal fuck.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. So Stuttering John, I guess, recently went on with Keanu, and Doom clipped Stuttering John hitting on Keanu, which is nuts.
Stop sending me Doom clips. Oh my God, you guys, we have a special drop-in guest. Well, hello, John. How are you? Happy birthday.
Thank you, but can you come on my show?
Holy shit, this guy's a drunk. Thank you, but can you come on my show? Thank you, but can you just come on my show? Oh no. Oh no. What did I do? We're just pointing out. We're just watching whatever the fuck it is Geno does. And I don't know if an apology is enough. I don't know if an apology is enough. You know, it breaks my heart to hear about you cutting checks to fill the coffers for payroll while watching this guy and only keeping him around because you didn't have the balls to go over there and cut him loose. Doom put together this clip of how he tanked the show after Aaron Berg left. This guy can't complete a sentence. He can't complete a thought. He has a juvenile understanding of the world. And again, I get it. You're a pedophile and a woman beater. Of course. Samesies. We all get lobbed those accusations. But it hurts. It hurts to watch a show that was so revered. The talent half of that program have to just keep cutting checks to keep this drunkard in his subsidized rent-controlled apartment. I don't even know what to make of it. It's heartbreaking / enraging. Anybody would have gone across the street and drank with you after the shows. Why Geno? Why Geno? And then you had to fire Pat because of Geno. The harm this guy does to everybody around him. Geno ruins lives. Geno ruins businesses. And KB makes a good point in the chat. Apologize for Opie. Why didn't you backstab him and get rid of him when you had the chance? Apologize. You've made the world around you worse. Everything you've done has had a negative impact on millions of people. And now Geno Bisconte thinks he understands the world because he's got a whore next to him. A butthole showing whore. I'm not mad, Anthony. I'm just disappointed. And then he said you're a disloyal 8th grade fuck. Moody says we will accept confirmation of and or comment on the Kiki rumors as an apology for Geno. Yes. Were the rumors around Compound Media about Keanu cheating on Geno accurate? You don't even have to tell us if she was actually cheating. Were there rumors that she would cheat on Geno around Compound Media? Just confirm if there were rumors. That's enough. That's enough. Were there rumors? Moody demands to know. Moody demands to know.
Well, I just started my show. You seem good and partied out, so that's good. Are you feeling no pain, John?
No, I'm about 10 beers to go.
Now, keep in mind, Anthony might not be able to spill these beans because Anthony might have been one of the people fucking Keanu behind Geno's back. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? I mean, look, who's the guy with all the money who can get all the coke? If cocaine really was her currency and that's what caused her legs to go all akimbo for dudes, who could have supplied the most cocaine in Compound Media? Anthony Cumia himself. In which case, Anthony Cumia could have been slipping Keanu that big Italian sausage this entire time. In which case, he'd be stupid to dime himself out. For all we know, he's still getting in there, dipping his pen in the company ink. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mirrors? So you're a bit in the cups, I would assume.
I wouldn't, but how's your betrothed?
He's good. He's
Okay, hold on. We have an answer. Anthony says, I never saw anything, but I wouldn't rat anyone out regardless. I never saw anything, but I'd never rat anyone out regardless. So I ain't saying nothing because I didn't see nothing. And even if I did see something, I wouldn't say nothing. Right. And that's a smart thing to do. That's a smart thing to do. Something nobody's ever said about anything Geno's ever done. You know? Was it smart to run into Pat's fist like that? You know, in a way, you could look at it like this. You know, we always do the time travel, like go back in time and kill Hitler. In a way, by Geno making a big stink out of Pat Dixon hitting him and Anthony Cumia being forced because of Geno's bitch-made ass, you know, going to the courts and not just letting it roll off his shoulder. But in a way, Geno getting Pat Dixon fired from Compound Media, with Pat Dixon being one of the only talents over on the network aside from Anthony, led to the downfall of Compound Media and the firing of Geno Bisconte. By Geno Bisconte making such a stink about getting punched in the jaw, he lost himself his own job. You ever think about it like that? Hello?
Yeah, listen, just read between the lines. If it was no, he would have said no. Bauman rules, I'm vindicated.
Okay. If it was no, he would have said no. He said no, but even if I did, I would say no. So basically he's saying I would have never, you know.
Geno, can you come on my show and then I'll come on yours?
Holy shit.
Well, I just started mine. Oh, and Geno just Geno has a
Imagine getting this drunk in your house for your birthday. This is insane. I don't really follow Stuttering John. This is nuts.
Has a head cold, or else he would as well. But are you still doing your show? Are you simulcasting? No.
Yeah, I'm on my show, but I don't know how to simulcast.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to simulcast.
So you're here right now and also doing your show. Well, thank you for stopping by. How old are you today? If I know we're not supposed to ask, but age is just a number.
It's horrible, Ken. I turned the dreadful 60.
60? Well,
Geno is 2 years away from this. I don't know how old Anthony Cumia is. I assume 68, 72, whatever Columbo was. But and Cumia still drinks, right? Like when a man is this sloppy, or a woman, by the way, the most unattractive quality in a woman is like being sloppy drunk. It really is. Like it's to let yourself get like this and then to be in public and think it's a good idea to like go on shows while you're like this. Holy shit.
60 is the new, 60 is the new 30, I heard. So
How old are you, Ken?
32. I'll be 33 next month.
Perfect.
Your skin is good. You have hair.
Hey,
You like to party.
Is there any way you could drop Geno and hang out with me?
Oh no.
Our 1 year anniversary is on October 13th. We'll reassess after that. You have to reassess.
Have you heard that I donned you the most beautiful girl in the Doubleverse?
Okay. You know what's crazy? I just like, look, everyone gives Geno and Keanu shit for being friends with Aaron Imholt. And like Aaron Imholt is one of the most unlikable people in the Dabbleverse. John Melendez is the reason for the Dabbleverse. Arguably, no one in the Dabbleverse thinks John Melendez is a smart, attractive, interesting human. He's the butt of everyone's joke. The entire Dabbleverse is made up of people who clown on Stuttering John. And here we have Keanu and Geno not only thinking it's super smart and cool to team up with Aaron Imholt, but they also think we're friends with Stuttering John and Stuttering John is worth it. Stuttering John is worthy of being on our program. Stuttering John is an interesting guy. I'm going to accept Stuttering John's flirtations and invites. And Giannu and Kiki and Geno are still, they're so stupid, they don't even understand. They think that they're in the right and they're on the right side of everything and that everyone else is dumb and it's Aaron and them laughing at everybody. And here they are teamed up with Stuttering John, the main locale of the Dabbleverse. What other proof do you need that these two are out of it dopes? What else do you need? Here's Kiki and Geno hanging out with John.
I did hear that. Yes. Thank you so much. Gino's yapping at me. Hey, I did hear that. I would have popped on your show, but I was flying home from Florida with Eugene. Beautiful thing.
Is his real name Eugene? Is Geno Eugene? Oh my God! Hey Eugene, how are you? I remember Eugene from Greece.
So just like at the comedy clubs, Geno is standing by while Stuttering John cucks him. Stuttering John just asked your girl out in front of you and is now making fun of you in public. And Geno's standing by. I don't know what's more embarrassing, the punch heard around the world or this. What's more embarrassing, the punch or Keanu laughing at Stuttering John cucking him, her husband? That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. Look at him. Look at him.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
See,
so now John and Keanu are making fun of Aaron, or sorry, fun of Geno to his face.
Keanu, I love you. So, I'll do your show, but I was hoping you'd come on mine.
Well, I just started mine, and you did one already today, correct?
Yeah, but it's my birthday.
I know.
And I will send the link if I want to.
Well, why don't you send me the link the next show you do? I just started mine, and I gotta,
I know. All right.
Keanu could go on Stuttering John's show and possibly get some viewers and traction. If Keanu went on Stuttering John's show, maybe something would happen that would be interesting. Just to show you guys what these two have going on. Let's just check. Bink. These are Geno's latest numbers. 146 on a show streamed 3 hours ago. 161 3 days ago. 276 3 days ago. 26 10 days ago. I know what you're saying. That's not fair. Give it a couple months and see how many he can rack up, Melton. Fair enough. 5 months ago, 134. 5 months ago, 288. 7 months ago, 411. 8 months ago, 155. So Geno has nothing going on. Compound Media was wrong. And you knew, and you covered it up. You covered it up, Anthony. You wouldn't give them their numbers. You wouldn't tell them their numbers. And you allowed this man's head to get inflated. You allowed this man to think thousands of people loved him and watched his show. You knew. Anthony knew. Hashtag Anthony knew. You let him strut around like the cock of the walk, thinking that he had fans. You knew the numbers. What were the numbers, Anthony? What were the numbers behind that paywall? You knew they weren't much better than this, were they? And you covered it up. Corporate fraud. That's what Anthony Cumia is guilty of, and that's why he's apologetic today. Anthony knew. Anthony knew. You allowed this man to think he was a host of a show, that he had talent. You allowed him to. This poor guy. Imagine when he told Gavin to fuck off. He thought he was going to make money. He thought you know what? I quit and I'm bringing all my fans with me, and he did. Here they are, all 128 of them. Here they are. You made him think. You made him think he had throngs of Biscontites who would follow him anywhere he went. Holy shit. Meanwhile, the boss is in the back writing checks to cover payroll. You knew, Anthony. You ruined this guy's life. When he quit, everyone told him, go out on your own. You don't need Gavin. You do. You do. You do need Gavin. You need a lobotomy, but you needed Gavin. Oh, God, it's sad. It's sad. Poor Anthony Cumia to do this to his friend. It's savage. It's savage that you would do this. I mean, this is hurtful. You called him a friend. You drank with him across the street. You held the bandage on his face with Stevie Lou until the ambulance arrived. Meanwhile, you were letting him bleed out across the street at work. Oh, this is a travesty. To make him think In Hot Water is one of the biggest shows on Compound Media. It tweren't. We both know Chrissy Mayer got bigger numbers over there at Compound Media. We don't even need to see the books. We don't even need to see the books. The proof is in the pudding. There are shows online now for all to see. And let's go look at Keanu C. Thompson to see the other half of the brain trust over here. She blew Stuttering John off, the Duke of the Dabbleverse. She blew him off because she's like, I have to do my show. I have to do my show. And look at what it got her, 1.1 thousand views. The most she's had in forever. The most she had in forever. 767, 649, 816, 810. Every single opportunity this bitch has had with Ashley, with Nick Rekieta, with Aaron Imholt, every opportunity squandered. Back down to the 400 views, 600 views, 800 views. And what would it have been? The heat you would have got if you would have gone over to Stuttering John's and she's like, no, I have to do my little program. I'm doing my show right now, John. Me and my husband can't hit 1,000 on a good day. Combined. Just pathetic. Just sad. And then, of course, Compound Media in the chat. I swear, I was only a figurehead like Colonel Sanders or the Wendy's girl. But you hired the cop, right? You hired Keith the cop. What are the odds that this couple has all these wide and varying abilities? And I'm an old O&A fan, so I'm a member. You're telling me this guy was a cop and has the ability to be a program director and talent scout for a new age media company on the internet. And his wife can decorate. She turned your house into a cheesecake factory. I've been in it. Talent leaking out of that couple. I swear to God. JK, hit the like button.
Fun, but I just
wait.
wanted.
I want to ask you a couple questions for your birthday. What was the
I don't know if my people could see this. No, they can't.
Oh, well, one more moment for my people, since you're a celebrity and it's your birthday.
Okay.
Well, what was the peak and the pit of your 59th year?
Okay. Gamo Media says he could shake down drug dealers. I assumed he could run a broadcast company. I get it. He could plunder the evidence room. Coach JR Fishing, E-Rock 100% knows the numbers of the Geno show. I mean, they should just release it. Look, Anthony and Geno ain't hanging out no more. Anthony's off in the woods being paranoid, sleeping with a gun. Geno's never moving out of Manhattan. It probably cost him more to move to fucking South Carolina and leave that rent-controlled apartment. He ain't never leaving that place. Him and Keanu will have their children there. And the children can set their podcast studio up in the other corner.